There's a new Andor trailer. Let's watch it. It's short. What is it, like less than 90 seconds? Let's take a look. I want to get your reaction. It might be I'll say what I think after, but let's all watch it together. Ready? Here we go.
I came with you to be part of something. The Empire cannot win. It's a different kind of mission. If it goes up in flames, it will burn very brightly.
But if I'm giving up everything, I want to win. We have to. We must stand together. We will be crushed.
Resistance is absurd.
It's a weapon. They're building a weapon. The monster will come for us all.
Revolution is not for the saying. You're right here, and you're ready to fight.
There's a future here for those who dare. Welcome to the rebellion.
I'm in.
Spoiler: Luke Skywalker blows up that Death Star.
Yeah, well, look, I'm not gonna lie. I think it looks pretty good. I think it's too little, too late. But
my favorite, my favorite line is, "It will all go up in flames, like my Tesla."
Yeah.
Look, that's much better without that stupid music that they had on the last one, man. The proper music absolutely helps the trailer. This is a great trailer. I'm all in. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, for me, Andor is kind of like in its own little bubble where I kind of separated from the rest of the garbage of Star Wars. Andor is this like nice little thing that we have, and hopefully they can like stick the landing on it. But I'm in. I
mean, I still think Star Wars is dead as a brand.
Sure,
I think this is clearly a more adult story.
Yeah.
The effects, like you pointed out, Verbal, like the making TIE fighters frightening because they're so real. There's something about the effects that are amazing, and we see little glimpses. So I think watching Andor and then Rogue One might be something fun to do. Also, the release of this, they're releasing 3 episodes a week, essentially a feature film a week.
Oh,
3 weeks.
Yeah.
3 for what?
The span of 3 weeks, basically.
Yeah. So, and then each of those episodes is 1 year in the story. So I, for one, I can't say I'm excited. I'm like, I will watch it and not. I'm not.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is this show will fail because it comes from Disney and because it's Star Wars.
True, but it's not like Acolyte where we all kind of knew even before it was going to be bad. I'm not excited. I'm like, oh, it's something that's not bad, but not at the top of my list.
But here's the thing, though. Even if it does bad, like as far as like viewings and ratings and all that, who cares? Like this is the final season anyway, so we're not going to get another season. There was never another season planned after this, so we're getting everything right here, right now. I mean, if no one watches, and it's good, who cares?
Yeah.
I'm excited just because it's something actually that's decent that's going to be coming out of Star Wars for a change. I mean, everything we've been getting from Star Wars has just been hot garbage for the most part.
Skeleton Crew is decent, Derek, and no one watched it. Daredevil recent card was good. No one watched it. So, like, even if it's good, you think anyone's going to watch it?
I don't think anybody's watching it. I don't think anybody's going to watch it. I think Disney Star Wars remains dead as a doornail. But I'm just happy to see something good come out of this franchise because I love it and I want Star Wars to be good. So I'm happy to see something good. But yeah, do I think it's going to change anything? Nah, it's not going to change anything.
Yeah, it's better off.
Well, and a good thing about Andor too for me is that again, it's separate from like the rest of Star Wars, right? Like we could watch Andor and not think about Luke or think about Han or think about the prequels, right? It's its own little thing. It's its own little story that takes place during this time period of from here to here. and we get that little story, and that's all I care about.
Yeah, and to its credit, the first one didn't, and with Rogue One, it didn't destroy lore.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the thing it has going. Yeah.
My problem with the show is the least interesting character is the title character, Andor.
Yeah.
He is not. I mean, I'm more curious about Forrest Whitaker's character.
Well, and that's what I mean to Alan's point. It did destroy lore. It did destroy lore. It just destroyed the expanded universe that came first and had more popular characters. That if they did that, you wouldn't be saying who gives a shit about Diego Luna. You'd be talking about Kyle. You'd be talking about Kyle Katarn and Jan Orris, and it would be super popular, not a niche little thing that everyone is going to forget about when it comes out.
The majority of Star Wars fans don't know anything about the extended universe.
More than you think do.
More, but not enough to, to
yet to test that hypothesis. Right now, the only thing selling,
excited about making movies based on it.
As someone who actually buys this shit, the only thing selling is OG expanded universe.
None of it
comics they're releasing is OG comics. But do you know what's not
selling?
None of
it is on my shelf.
Is sequel trilogy, is Andor. Well,
they had an opportunity, Badger. They had the opportunity to bring the EU into the mainstream, and they screwed it. They screwed it up royally by trying to go in their own direction.
They're trying now.
If they had did that,
they decanonized it so they can pick and choose from the EU, like what they wanted to make canon.
Yeah. They're trying now.
The logic behind that.
They know that people are buying EU things. That's why they're making that Mara Jade saber.
It's what Kathy said. Why would we want them buying? And it's why Galaxy's Edge is space Iraq instead of the original movies. Why would we want them going to that? We already got that. We need them buying engaging with our stuff.
People are buying episodes 1 through 6, not the extended universe.
What was the logic behind decanonizing the EU? What was the point of that? Other than they can cherry pick parts of the story.
So here's a question I have along with that, Chris. When Disney bought Lucasfilm, did they buy the EU too, or was that a separate thing?
They bought it, but they have a bunch of deals with the writers that they would have had to continue on with royalties, which is why they were like, no, you're all done, and then we'll hand pick people to come back and rewrite their own books. And
they didn't want to pay the writers their royalties, pretty much.
Disney canon, and so that way they don't have to pay attention to anything that came before them. The already successful, established stuff, and now they can just pick and choose. But they're all lesser than they were. So now we'll get Mara Jade, but she won't grow up to be Luke Skywalker's wife and have kids. She'll just be a one-off played by Zendaya.
Well, Luke is ruined anyway. So I mean,
yes, it's what Bo DeMeo was talking about. Why they don't use Marvel lore. Actual comic lore, because then the executives can't take credit. Kathy needs to have it her stuff, not what George did.